Okay, so we are on 10.4 today. Now, today we are using compensation to subtract. We're still doing 3-digit numbers, but our skill is compensation. Who can raise their hand and tell me what is compensation? I think some people like it, some people don't. I understand, but you have to be able to use this method. And in fact, I actually like this method. What is compensation? What do you really need to know about compensation? Okay, here's the word. Compensate. Right there, compensate. It's when you kind of like change something a little bit to make it easier. I use this method a lot. So we're going to use this method, and I think it's a good way to look at this. We're not really using the number line, but we're using compensation. So I'm going to show you the number line. I think it's going to be make more sense. So just watch me. So if I use my number line, you just watch. I have 315 subtract 196, right? So I have 315. Okay. Now, what's a way I can go back? Okay, I'm just going to do a simple way. So I'm just going to go back 100. Okay, what's back 100? 215. And I don't really like that 90 too much. Okay, I don't know if I like the 90. I'm just going to go back a 10 first. Okay, if I go back 10, what's take away one of the 10s? 205. Okay, 205. So I still have my 90. I didn't go back 90 yet. How many more do I need to go back to go 90? 86. No, just watch. And I'm going to go back 80. Okay, this one gets a little trickier. What's back 80 from 205? It's going to be in the 100s, right? So 195, 85, 75, 65, 55, 45, 35, 25. I went back 80. 125. Okay? And then I see the 6, and for some reason, I just want to go back 5. I just want to go back 5 because I know that's super easy for me. What's back 5? 120. I still need to go 6, though, right? I only went 5. How many more do I have to go back? Just 1. So what's 1 less than 120?
119.
Okay, 119. So what I did was basically what we did yesterday. I used the number line, started with a big number, went back. But as I went back, I used numbers up here that helped me to go back. So I didn't have to think as hard going back, especially right here. Instead of just going back 6, I went back a 5 and a 1. Do you remember these decade numbers? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Those are really nice to work with because you learned them, right? Last year, Mrs. Penn in her class, you probably talked about those all the time. So those are really easy numbers to work with. Okay, now they have 319 minus 200. Okay, so again, I'm going to use a number line. So I go 319. This one's pretty easy. If I just go back 200, what's my answer? 119. Okay, did I actually get the same answer?
Yes.
Okay, now let's stop. You don't have to do this. Just look it up here. Look it up here. How are these two problems the same? Because there is some things that are the same. What are some things that are the same, Chrissy? Good, they both have the same answer. Is anything else the same about these, Jay?
The starting, they both start with 300.
They both start with 300?
Yeah.
Like in the hundreds?
Yes.
300s is the beginning. Okay, sure. What else is the same, Gianna?
They all it has the 100 place 100.
You mean the tens place?
She says that the hundred place is the same.
Oh, that's what Jay just said. You mean like 300 and 300?
No, like the equal. The difference. She said that the both ones and the. Someone already said that. I said.
Wait, oh, you said that they both equal the same thing, Gianna?
No.
I don't see what you're saying. What are you saying?
He's saying.
Hold on, I don't hear.
I'm saying.
They have the same answer, right? Here's what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, very good, very good. What about any differences? I think there's even more differences. What are some different things, Jax? Okay, good. What's another thing different, Nico?
That like both of them have like different numbers. No, that's what Jackson just said.
Well, Jackson's saying that we went back by different numbers.
Yeah.
What about the equations, Nico? Is that what you're talking about? They have different equations?
Like the numbers are different, like 200 and 100 and 196.
Okay, so he's saying I went back by different numbers. My numbers in my subtraction equation are different. Very good. Anything else that's different? Yes, Maddie.
I get it because if you took 319, like got 4 away from 9, that equals 315, and then you add the 4 to the and then you add the 4 to the 196, and it equals 20. So you could technically just minus 319 minus 20.
Okay, Maddie is ahead of the game, and I love it. Watch this. What is 196? Add 4. 200. What is 200 minus 4?
200. Everyone.
196. So these problems are different problems, but they have a lot in common, actually, guys, because of compensation. Okay, let's turn the page and let's try some together. Now, that's why these pages look a little different. We're not going to use the number line because we know in compensation, we're going to use one side adding that number, and then the other one is subtracting that number. Okay, so let's look at number 1. Let's just jump down. Back row. Number 1, 654 minus 197. Okay, they already told you what they're going to do. Okay, is it smart for them to add 3?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because then it's going to be a really nice number to work with. So that's why they did that. It's not wrong if you did a different way, but this is a very nice way. So what is add 3 to 197? 200, right? Now that equation looks very nice. 654 subtract 200. 454, right? Because you're taking your 6 and your 2. Basically, it's 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, but that's not the equation, right? They added 3, so this is where it gets a little weird. Because we're with subtraction, now it looks a little different. We added 3, right? Is that really what it was? No. So down here, you're going to add your 3. 457.
I got it correct. I'm confused. You got it correct. Yes.
Okay, now this looks a little different, right? Everyone right now, circle add 3 and circle add 3. Okay, that probably looks different to you, doesn't it? Because what did we do before? Whatever we did on one side, we added, and the other side, we subtracted. Okay? So this one looks a little different. Because we added here, this is our answer, but we're subtracting. So now we have to add to our answer there.
I don't get that. I don't either.
Okay, let's try another one. Okay, number 2. It's 835 subtract 309. Now, again, you could use any one you want, but this is a very nice number to work with. Subtract 9, and we get 300. Okay, so what's 835 subtract 300? You're just doing 8 minus 3, basically. 500 and then 35. Okay? Now, we still have to subtract our 9. Okay, because we didn't do that yet. Right? Did we subtract the 9? Well, we did up there, so we need to make sure we subtract it again. So we have 535. 535. Now subtract 9 from that. So stop. What's 35? Just take away 5 of it. 30. And go back 4 more. 26. So 520.
I was just 2 away.
Okay, I don't see hands. I just hear a lot of people. We're going to keep working on these. So let's just see if it gets better as we do a few more. Okay, because of subtraction, guys, we subtracted the 9. Okay, so now it's a new number. Now it's 300, right? So this subtracting the 9 still needs to happen down here. Let's do another one. Number 3. 571. Subtract 212. I want to get to the easiest number I can. I want to make it 200. So let's subtract 12. Okay. And let's see what that one's going to be. 200. So 571 subtract 200. It's like 5 minus 2 is 3. So 300 and then 71. Okay, now we still have to subtract our 12. Okay, so we have 371. Let's see if I go back 10. If I go back 10, it'd be 361. But I still need to go 2 more. What's 2 more less than 361? 60 and then 59. So 359.
Oh, I get it now. I kind of get it. I'm
All right.
still stuck on it.
I know.
I don't really get it.
Okay, let's do one more and then we'll do questions. 611 subtract 392. That 392, what is that very close to?
300. No, 400.
Good. So Nico, he's saying 400. So how many should you add, Nico, to get to 400? Good. Add your 8. So now it's 400. So now 611 subtract 400. It's like 6 minus 4 is 2. So 211. Okay. We still need to add our 8. So 211, add your 8.
I get it. Yeah. Don't you get it?
219. Okay, now, this, in my opinion, I like this compensation, but it's different. It's different, isn't it? We instead are adding, because we added there to make it a new equation. And since we have this new equation, we have to add down there. Okay, now questions, Maddie.
I get the subtraction one. Like it's just when you subtract. Oh my God. Oh. I get to subtract the end ones, like when you subtract 12 and like with other like